Retro Bliss, let's groove, yeah. I'm Retro Bliss, old school screen on fire. Atari blasting, space invaders, asteroids defender. Intellivision cooking burger time. Astro smash, diner worm humper. You dirty dog crash. Retro Bliss gaming, feel that retro beat. Old consoles popping, can't be beat. You dirty dog. Hey, you dirty dog. Yeah, Retro Bliss, baby, turn it up now. Retro Bliss gaming, keep that funky retro glow. Yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Retro Bliss. You're on Retro Bliss Gaming. I hope everybody's having a good day. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to play some RubyQ for the Atari 2600. What is RubyQ? RubyQ is a port of Q*bert, the arcade game. Now, there was an original Q*bert by Parker Brothers that was released back in the day. And some say that this is a hack. Some of the graphics and coding, I would agree with that, but it's kind of its own thing because it's like the graphics, the sprites have improved, the movements of the sprites improved, the sounds, the options in the game. It's night and day in my opinion. I would take RubyQ all day, every day over the Parker Brothers version. So this was by Silvio Magno, I think is how you pronounce it, and can be purchased at Champ Games. How do you get to Champ Games? Just go to any browser and type in champ.games and you're there. You can also download the demo of this too. So I think you can play like 3 levels or something, and all of the options within the game aren't available for the demo. But if you're an Atari 2600 person and you like homebrews and you purchase them, or you want to get ROMs for like multi-carts and things like that, this will work on, I think, any multi-cart. You can get the ROM or the cart or both at Champ Games. So anyway, it's just gonna be that today. I have to do a recording again today, guys. I've just got so much going on. It's just crazy. So I don't want to bore you with all the details, but I want to get some content up for you guys. So with that, let's just get to the game stream. Have some fun playing some RubyQ. So I have it paused because I want you to see the intro. The original intro was different because it had an Atari Age logo in it. But then when Champ Games started selling it, when John Champeau of Champ Games started selling it, they changed the intro to put the Champ Games logo, and I wanted you guys to see that. So isn't that cool? That's pretty cool, I think. All right, so as you can see, there's a SaveKey feature on here, meaning that you can save your high scores. So if you have a SaveKey or an AtariVox, your high scores will be saved. If you emulate through Stella, you can turn on the SaveKey from within Stella and still save your high scores. I wish Stella did voices through AtariVox, but it's not a thing yet, but I'm hoping that happens at some point. So anyway, it's a 1 or 2 player game. There's funky mode, mad mode. We're just going to go with classic, at least for right now. The scanline graphics are kind of good when you're playing live, but since I'm streaming, I'm going to scale it back to just the classic, what you would see. It's the same as the Parker Brothers version. Hot cubes, this is where I'll have to, let's see, I can't remember. Like if you get on a hot cube, I believe you slow down. you slow down a lot. I'm gonna have them off for right now, but we may try them a little bit later. So anyway, Silvio Magno. I said Silvo, I think Silvio. All right, let's go. There's there. I'm waiting for the snake to come down so I can get the points. So up in the top left, there's a target color. No. See how it's flashing blue up there? Nope. Slack jaw, booger eater. I've streamed this game a number of times on the channel. I just enjoy this so much. It's pretty awesome. See how the target color up top is like the bright, that, and it's when you initially you have to land on the block twice in order to get to that color. It gets progressively harder. See how it's red up there? Oh, I want to go up and to the right. I'm fairly good at controlling this with a joystick controller. I don't know what I was doing there. That green ball right there, if you hit that, you're invincible. I don't necessarily need that right now. Oh! Yeah, I do. I lied. Oh, well. I'm not doing good this game. I usually do a little bit better right out of the gate, but not. I went up into the, oh! Man, I'm telling you how good I am at controlling this thing. And I went the wrong way again. Ah, game over. That's horrible. That was horrible. So, I had to redo my computer. So I lost all my high scores from my SaveKey and Stella, which is okay. I was telling this story yesterday in a video that I uploaded. Bought some parts to have my son build me a new computer because the computer I've been streaming and using this whole time is around 4 years old, and for what I'm doing and is, you know, the amount of hard drive space and all the graphics that I do and that kind of thing, I thought I needed a new one, so he went to put me together a new one, and he bent the pins on the motherboard, which is a no-no. So he started doing research and he said he fixed it. So then he put the processor in and the RAM along with everything else and then fired it up. And when he fired it up, it fried the processor and the RAM. Had I just replaced the motherboard before we turned everything on, it would have been about a $200 fix. Now it's going to be about a $600 fix. So I'm back to using my old computer, but I told him I had plans for the other computer. So he basically had wiped out everything on the other. I had saved the essential things that I needed to save, but like programs that need to be installed and all that were gone. So I've spent the last couple days trying to install those programs and add the assets into the OBS, you know, like the scrolling background behind me here and the regular background behind me, and then the gold frame or the green frame, and then, you know, trying to position where the gameplay is going to be and where my camera is. It's been a mess. And what's bad is I still want the other computer, so the wife is going to help me with the cost of the new parts. So my son's coming back here in about 3 weeks, so I may have to go through all this again, but I hope to God that we don't fry this one. He didn't mean to. Things happen. Things happen, you know. I wasn't mad about it. It's just, you know, it is what it is. That's all I can say. All right, let's get to it. Let's turn on the hot cubes. I want you to see the hot cubes. They actually may not show right away. You dirty dog. No! I calculated that wrong. Oh, I know what it is if you stay on a cube too long. And it starts to change color before it gets hot. What happens is what a hot cube will do is it will throw you off of the cube that you were on onto somewhere else, which if you're in the middle of the pyramid, the pyramid, it isn't so bad. But if you're on the edge, it could throw you completely off the whole entire. Now see, that's kind of pointless right now because really didn't have any enemies on the board, so almost died right there. Things have been super duper crazy. One reason why we couldn't do the podcast this week. Oh, see, I forgot about the target color. Loser. Okay, target color is red. See if I can remember it now. Huh? Too soon. Target color is now green. No! Slackjaw booger eaters. See, I'm gonna stand on this one. Oh, I'm gonna stand on this one, let it get hot. See how it jumped? I didn't do that. No! Slack jaw, booger eating, crack smoking, belly aching, knuckle dragging, scruffy looking, nerf hurting, Mike's gaming, gala watching. No! Oh, that was horrible. Ah. The hot cubes really kind of change your strategy a little bit because you can't stand on one cube for too long. And you have to be cognizant as to where you're at. So it's not my fave. It's not my fave. But I do want to show you a few other things with this game. There's funky mode. We're gonna try that. I don't have my instructions with me to explain what that is, but once we get the plan, I'll remember, and hopefully we'll. We're gonna turn the hot cubes off, though. I'll tell you that. All right. Oh, see how the discs kind of move on me? It starts flashing right before it starts to change. There it is. The ice. Loser. Yep, this game is just so much more fun than the Parker Brothers version. I'm just gonna say. Luckily, I was paying attention there. All right, I have to check my target color up top. No. Slack jaw booger eating. That's something you would not see in Loser. You dirty dog. No! Too early. I saw it flashing there. I saw the disc flashing and I'm like, well, I better... No! I did too early again. No. No. Ah. Loser! No! Oh, you slack jaw booger eating. Oh, I couldn't even. Ah. Oh, man. Now, I bought my cartridge of this game back when it was on sale at Atari Age. That's how long I've had this game. I've had this game for a long time. And I will tell you that I had bought or I had found the ROM online, I think is what it was. And I liked it so much that I had bought the game. And the ROM was readily available, I believe, prior to it being at Champ Games. And then John, knowing that I had the original version and that I had the original ROM, he was kind enough to send me the Champ Games version, which I think the only differences are in the logo at the very beginning. So I've also just full disclosure, I have a dog in the office. I never have animals with. I have a dog normally, but I have my mom's dog. My mom's not doing well. She can't take care of the dog. So she's going to get better. I know she's going to get better. She misses the dog immensely. But I'm going to take care of her. Take care of my mom. Take care of the dog. They're both ladies. Mom says, we're women's. We can do anything. That's the way she said. You guys, if you guys, I'm not being braggadocious here. If you like me, you'll love my mom. She's a very bubbly, funny, easygoing, positive person. Probably of all those attributes, she's probably the best at every one of those that I know. She is my hero. My mom is my hero. And some may say, well, you're a mama's boy. Well, if having those thoughts about her make me a mama's boy, then yeah, I'm a mama's boy. I love my mama. She put up with my dad for 60 years. She deserved a medal to begin with. So, anywho, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the funky mode off and show you mad mode. This I'm not going to do well. I am not going to do well. But I wanted to show it to you because I wanted you guys to get that experience. So those two things right there, if you jump on one, it'll take you to the other one. See how? Oh, I didn't want to do that. So it's like mad mode or funky mode on steroids. Can you imagine doing this with, I made the assumption that the snake was gonna go to a different cube. I am the oldest of two boys, except for one thing. No. Kind of a tragic thing. My grandfather on my mom's side, my mom's dad, when I was a year old, my mom was in her early 20s. I don't even know if she was, I don't even remember what that thing was. On my phone. My grandfather and grandmother on my mom's side adopted a boy, not when I was a year old. They what did I can't talk and play. They adopted a boy when he was the little boy was a baby. when the boy turned 4 years old, I was a year old. So he was older than me. The boy was older than me. My grandparents had him in the car, and this was in the 60s, guys. It was a 60s kind of thing. They didn't have their seatbelts on, and long story short, they were tragically killed. Except for the boy. Okay, so you go the opposite direction when you're and so my mom at 20 years old had to bury her folks. She was my mom's a twin. And her and my aunt, they're twin girls. I don't know what to do here. These stupid things won't change. Oh, that's a pause button. I don't want to pause. Game over. Took in the boy, and he was 4, I was 1, and although I was the oldest by birth, he had survived. My grandparents were killed. He was in the back seat, but his head was busted open, and he was in the hospital for a year, crushed his legs. So anyway, I think he wasn't right up here, and he just wasn't. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that he was in that accident and that he had some brain injuries. So he tragically died when he was 21. He fell down an elevator shaft 5.5 stories. He was on an elevator, got stuck. This was back in the early 80s. It got stuck and in between floors, and he tried to climb out like an idiot. Remember this, the safest place to be is in the car. Don't ever try to get out of the car unless you're being rescued by professionals. There are, especially the new elevators, there are safeties in place. Your car is not going to fall very far. If it falls, it may be a few feet. It won't fall very far. And if you try to get out in between floors, if you have your body halfway in the car and halfway out, and the car were to move, it could cut you in two. The reason I know this is because I, as a mechanic for the Postal Service, I'm retired. As a mechanic for the Postal Service, I had elevator training because I was being a mechanic. I was a building mechanic, so I had to work on things in the building. So I have electric traction, elevator training, a hydraulic elevator training, and they teach us elevator rescue. So I've actually rescued a number of people. This is a funny story. I remember a couple times, I don't know if I could get away with it now, but early on in my postal career, there were people that were stuck on the elevator and they used their cell phones to call for help. So we got called to go, and the doors were closed, and I knew what floor they were on, and so I was on one end of the door and they were on the other, and I yell, "We're here to rescue you. Whatever you do, do not panic. There's no need for any fear. We will get you out as soon as possible, but do not panic." It's like, well, That's like telling someone, "Don't think of a pink elephant." If someone's telling you don't panic, it kinda gives you reason to panic. I'm not right. But anyway, I don't know why I told you guys that. I don't know. But I just my mom, she's been through so much in her life. She had to bury her parents. She had to bury her adopted brother at a very young age. Um, my mom was in her 40s when that happened. And she raised him as her own. So that's like her losing her own child, right? So I don't know why. I don't think it's fair, but I don't think that parents should ever have to bury their own children. That would be horrible. If I had to do that, I don't know how I would uh fare. I just don't know. It's just I can't even fathom that. It's just a scary, scary proposition. All right. So when you look at the high scores, you'll see the scores, but it also should tell you what mode. So, and what level. So I played in mad mode, funky, classic, on easy, that kind of thing. So, all right. I am not a fan of mad mode. I like classic cuber. Not saying I'm good at it. Now, the movements of the sprites in this version are so much better. If you were to play them side by side, you would know what I'm talking about. Would you stop, loser? Loser. And I don't know what it is. I I believe in God, and I believe that He has given us as creatures. I can't talk and play. Um, the ability to cope with things that happen in our lives, and a lot of it through humor. And I don't know if that's why my mom is so funny, but she's just and lighthearted. She's just a master at it, and I can only aspire to be that way. No, I did it again, you idiot. Ah. You dog! Ah! Slackjaw, booger eating. Lots of discs. Oh, I hate this part. In this... If you hit on the same cube more than once, it changes back to the original color. See? Dang. Game over? No. Loser. quick enough. Ah! Dirty dogs. Ah, that's not right. That's not right at all. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm sorry I brought all that up. I don't know what made me bring it up. We were talking about my mom, and I just think of her tenacity, her just her being her. We lost my dad a couple years ago, and man, I was worried to death about her. Nope, no need to. She tells people that she's living her best life right now. And as much as she misses my dad, she's enjoying life, and I'm glad for her. She deserves it, um, especially with everything that she's been through. So I love my mama. If you guys don't mind, if you are a Christian, say a prayer for mom. Just that she'll. I want while she's still living, I want her quality of life to be good. You know, it's you know she's still got that positive outlook. She's still in her right mind, but her body is failing. She's in some pain, and we've been taking her to the doctor more and more, and it's not been good. So one of the main reasons why I've kind of had to do the channel the way I have, because she's just not, she needs me, and I'm not gonna abandon her at all. I like being in this position right here because you can kind of see in a way where they might come from. See how Qbert bounces? In the Parker Brothers version, it doesn't really bounce like that. It's not very good at all. See, I know he can't go to that row. No! I should have gone down the other way. Not thinking clearly. Tried to get me. Those things don't seem to go low too often. Loser. Loser. No! No! I didn't want to do that! Ah, you slack jaw booger eating. No! Thought I could beat him. No! Ah! Let me put my name in. I just screamed in the mic. That was not good. I had to put my high score in there. All right. Let's get back to here, and I want to get rid of this just in case there's any residual sound. There shouldn't be, but y'all, I don't know why. I do not know why I went into that story. Well, I enjoy Qbert and I enjoy RubyQ, and I want to play this again. I haven't played it on the channel in a little bit, so and since I want to do both, let's just do it. That's why we did it. Unfortunately, I can't play it live, but there will be a premiere of this, so everybody can chat. That's what I want to kind of do with most of the not the live streams, but the gameplay videos that I do. That's just strictly gameplay. So with that, you guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time on Retro Bliss Gaming. I'm out.
Yeah! Power up! Let's rock! Yeah, yeah! Racing through the Atari night, Space Invaders dive so fast. retro bliss all night.